Hey everyone, good morning. We've got a lovely day here, unless the showers come back. But at the moment it's quite nice. So I'm outside, I'm just potting up some little bits and pieces, refreshing the pots around the house. And I just thought I would go over some herbal basics. I just want to make things a bit clearer for people when we're talking about making your own herbal medicine. So welcome to all the new subscribers as well. And before I get into herbal basics, I just want to say that usually I do personally reply to all the comments, but the last week or so there've been so many, it's just been impossible. So I do appreciate all the comments. I appreciate you taking the time to write them, but I haven't been able to answer every single one. But there were some repeated questions amongst the comments, so that's why I'm doing this video today about herbal basics, which I hope will clarify a few things and encourage you to look into considering using herbal medicine yourself. So for me, I find it a perfect way to feel empowered and in charge of my own destiny, so to speak, and it means I'm walking gently on the earth, and I think everybody should feel like that. I think it's really beneficial. So herbal basics. The thing about herbal medicine is you do not pick a plant for a problem. You look at all the problems and you try to find the root cause, and then you're led back to the plants which would alleviate and help the person holistically. So it's difficult to explain really, because yes, of course you can use herbs for things like a headache or a tummy ache or a cold, and you are relieving symptoms. But if somebody has recurring headaches, somebody is always getting digestive issues, there's no point putting a band-aid on by just taking, say, a chamomile tea. We need to get back to the root cause and think about all the things that are causing the problem. So we can help ourselves by maybe taking a nice tea after dinner that will ease the digestive system. But we can also look further into, is there any stress in our life? How are we eating our meals? Are we sleeping properly? All these other things would lead to the root cause of any digestive upset or a headache or whatever the problem might be. So I've made lots of videos about specific herbs and how they can be beneficial. So you could take a look at those. But it's definitely worth looking at your whole life, how you're living your life. What are you eating? Food is so important. And the better your food, the better able the herbal medicine is to work for you. And the plants are designed to work holistically with us. We share a lot of our DNA with plants. Our body recognizes them coming in. And also, plants don't just do one thing. They work on all the systems of the body. So, for example, you might decide peppermint could help with your digestive complaint. It can also help with headaches. It can help with nervous problems. It can help with respiratory problems. And any little bit you can do is going to save you further down the road, perhaps getting something that's more serious, more difficult to resolve. So if you're trying to look after your health and you're going to become more personally responsible, you could start off as simple as doing a herbal tea a couple of times a day. A herbal tea is different to an ordinary beverage because it infuses for longer, 15 to 20 minutes. So herbal teas are medicine. They're nourishing and supportive of the body. They just help you to stay in balance. But if something should happen where you actually go out of balance, you may need something stronger like a herbal tincture. So a herbal tincture, we're using alcohol, and it extracts more potent constituents, so it makes it a more potent medicine, so you use a lot less of it. Now, a lot of people were saying they can't use alcohol, so what can they do? So what they can do is they can use apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar also extracts a lot of minerals, which are brilliant for building the body and good for children. Also, you could use vegetable glycerin, which makes a glycerite, which is brilliant for children as well because it's quite sweet. So you can always up your medicine intake using alcohol, apple cider vinegar or glycerin. I also get a lot of requests for help, like what can I do with this problem or that problem. And some people are writing to me with quite serious problems, and it's not a case of me saying, oh yeah, just take X or Y. I cannot do that. It would be completely unethical. You're best going to find a herbalist or a naturopath in your area where you live and speak to them and have a consultation. Things like colds, you know, everybody knows. I would have thought, until I got a shock the other day, I was in the local pharmacy stocking up on first aid dressings and things, and a man came in asking what could he give his 7-year-old child who had a stuffy head and a runny nose. So this child had a cold, and I would have thought it was basic parenting skills to know how to deal with a cold. Put them to bed, lots of fluids, lemon, ginger, garlic, maybe a vapor bath, you know, with the towel over their head. Such a simple thing to deal with, and yet this man was completely disempowered and he had to walk into a pharmacy. And I mean, God forbid there's anything worse coming along the line. How is he going to deal with that? So that's why I think get some basic knowledge and start doing this for yourself. Remember, when you were a baby and you pulled yourself up and started to walk, the sense of empowerment, my God, look at me, I'm walking. We get the same sense of fulfillment and empowerment when we make our own medicine. And I'm so delighted to say I've had so many people commenting and sending emails to say, I dealt with this, I dealt with that, I feel great, I did it myself. And I think if you can do it yourself, it's wonderful. So do give it a try. Another wonderful thing about herbal medicine, it is basic because it's simple. It's simple, it's effective, it's safe, and it's free. All you have to do is go outside. Look, we're surrounded by dandelions and daisies here, and I've got other herbal medicinal plants in the herb garden. But some people will say, oh, everything is sprayed near me. So just go for a walk into the country and find something that's not sprayed. And the best thing to me about using herbal medicine and becoming self-responsible for your own health is that when you're engaging, when you're going out and looking for your plants, you become much more aware of the environment, and you begin to engage with the environment, and you begin to develop a relationship with the plants, and then you begin to really consider your environment and what's happening in it. So maybe it's time to say, stop the spraying. Maybe it's time to, I don't know, it's very difficult. I know it's very difficult, but do whatever you can to become self-empowered, because then you will look after your environment because you need it. And just being out in nature is healing in and of itself. So it's a win-win situation. You get outdoors, you hear the birds, you're looking for plants, you're making medicine, you become healthier, you become self-empowered, your self-esteem grows, so your immune system feels better and more supported. And so there's no reason why we shouldn't all be doing it. That's my personal philosophy and opinion, and what I dream and hope is that this channel will empower you and inspire you to do the same. So I'm going to get back to working with my pots here and refreshing them with the compost, and I'll see you next week, and I hope you stay well. Bye for now. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and have a look at the website danusirishherbgarden.com for more information about us, about Danu's Irish Herb Garden, and about the herbal medicine courses that I offer and the Wise Woman Way training. And if you go to the shop, you can find the books, the weed handbooks, and other herbal goodies from time to time. And remember, we put out a new film every Sunday, so looking forward to seeing you next week.